Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ground Zero where we bring you the best of citizen journalism. I'm Sarah and Kate.
And I'm Terence, and today we're going to talk about bad service. Sarah, have you ever experienced any form of bad service?
I'm sure we all have, but I remember this one time at this Middle Eastern food place in Kampong Glam that took 1 hour to get my food to my table, got all the orders completely wrong, took another 45 minutes to get the right food, and the manager was not only unapologetic, he was like downright rude. I was so mad.
That sounds really bad, you know?
Yeah.
Thank goodness I've never really experienced anything like that before. But I would say Stomper Ed probably had it worse. In this contribution, Ed claimed that a durian seller at Sims Avenue quoted her $25 for 4 durians initially.
Sounds reasonable.
It does, right? But when they were about to make their payment, the seller then changed his words and said that the durians actually cost $250 for 4, not $25.
That's a lot more than $25.
It's like 10 times more, right?
Yeah, and it actually said we were shocked and immediately told him that we did not bring so much cash. We bargained and requested to buy less durians, but the seller insisted that we buy all the 4 durians because he has already opened them.
But that's not the worst part actually. Ed and her friends decided to leave without buying any durians, but to their horror, the durian sellers surrounded them and refused to let them leave. And in the end, they were forced to pay $200 via nets.
That sounds pretty harrowing to me. I mean, I would have been pretty intimidated.
Well, I'm sure a lot of Stompers agree with you on that, Sarah, because 90% of them said they were enraged at this incident, with fellow Stomper Inaso saying, "I hate how some sellers assume clothes. Want to buy just 1 pack, the fella put 2 more packs in the plastic bag and ask for money. Usually I would walk away. These fellas are really too much."
Now, Rila Kumar also said that his cousin went through a similar experience with a durian seller in Geylang and ended up paying $200 for a good grade of durian.
No, but as always, right, there are always 2 sides to every story. And Stomper Evil Bastard brought up that Mao Shan Wang durians actually cost quite a bit and said, "I just celebrated Mother's Day with my family with a durian fiesta. All in all, I paid $280 plus minus for it. Their price stated that it was $78 for each. Initially, they were asking for $468 in total, but after asking the salesperson nicely and telling him about my intentions for the celebration, he agreed to slash the price for me. Look, ultimately, salespeople are still human beings. I don't believe if you were to ask and negotiate nicely, they won't give in."
Yeah, Evil Bastard also added, that's the problem with society, always listening to one side and assuming. Point taken, Evil Bastard. We are, giving both sides.
Well, that is true. Perhaps Stomper Ed did hear something wrongly on that end.
Well, true, but there's also the possibility that we can't rule out, dishonesty as well. Because I do agree with Tan Cherry Onan who asked, why you no call cops? I mean, this kind of dispute is probably best solved by the boys in blue.
Probably best, but this next case might be a little bit trickier for such a solution.
In this contribution by Stomper Zach, he was assured by the company that his privacy will be protected when he sent his computer to be serviced. But he believed that a technician viewed his personal files.
Zach said, "Can we even trust the major firms? Toshiba was the last company I would expect to violate such rules with our data. I sent my laptop to Toshiba for servicing. Only the DVD drive and the LCD monitors required repairing, and they maintained that my data would not be untouched, or rather would be untouched. However, upon getting back my computer, I found traces where the technician used a recovery program to recover all my deleted files, viewed my personal albums, and even my bills in PDF files."
Now, Zach said he had proof of this as he had sent his computer in on July 10th, but his files were viewed during July 11th to 12th. So it's no wonder that 76% of all the Stompers were enraged.
Yeah, well, Fan Patel said, "This is really a misconduct." And Kopi Siu Tai said, "If your hard drive didn't crash, then there is no reason to recover your files. Make a police report to charge Toshiba under the Misuse of Computers Act."
Well, Stomper Faisal80 gave a different take and said, when you actually scan your disks using the Scan Disk utility, it will show the access date of the scanned files. So the technician might just have run the utility to be sure what happened before you accuse anyone. See, 2 sides of the story.
That's true. However, another Stomper, Terence469, actually refuted that, saying, "I'm a laptop and desktop hardware technician by profession in a huge PC company in Singapore. Yes, the hard disk or operating system need not be accessed when you're attempting a repair on the LCD monitor or the DVD drive. And no, you don't need to access the hard drive to verify that the DVD drive and the LCD repair went right. All you need to do is use a bootable Linux thumb drive operating system to do that. These people are the black sheep in the industry I'm in."
So I guess it's up to the netizens to judge who's right and who's wrong with this one. But next time, I'll listen to Stomper Max Note who said, Always remove your hard drive when you send your machine for servicing. That's what I do. Good advice.
I couldn't have said anything better than that. Well, stay tuned to our next clip. I'm sure you'll love this one too, Sarah, because you get to see Manny and Yifan doing a good job.
Can't wait.